Well, we have decided to go with a marine air conditioning system today at Shipshape TV for our 25-foot pursuit project boat. And we've left the marina and we now want to head over to the boat ramp so that we can dunk the trailer, load the boat onto the trailer, and tow it to our boat shop and start the installation. And that leads us to our expert installer. Hi, Joe.
Hey, John, how you doing
I'm
today?
doing great. This is
Great.
Joe Rosenberg, and Joe is with Beard Marine. And Beard is a dealer for Dometic Marine Air Conditioning Systems in Florida. All right, now let's talk, Joe, about getting the boat into the boat shop, having it into position. Where do we begin with the installation?
Well, first, John, we want to find a good location for our unit. We always want to keep it in the space we're going to air condition, this being the cabin forward here. Never in a bilge, never in an engine compartment due to fumes,
Okay.
vapors, exhaust.
Why is that a big deal? Fumes, vapors?
Well, the air conditioner will suck that in and then distribute it back into that cabin.
Oh, so
where
you don't want to breathe that.
We can get carbon monoxide or bad fumes or an explosion or anything like
Okay,
that.
so that's a big deal.
Major safety issue.
Let's talk about the little closet that we have inside the cabin on the Pursuit. I'm thinking maybe we could have the guys fabricate out of starboard maybe a shelf in order to mount the unit. But once they do have a shelf built, how would we support the unit to that shelf? Would we through bolt it? Do you have clips? What?
Well, the unit will come with mounting brackets that will clip over the pan, and then you'll just screw down these mounting brackets. There's 4 of them, so you probably want to put 2 on each side. We're going to mount that unit down low so that we get our return air coming down low, because cold air always drops. We're going to bring our supply duct up high. We're going to vent it out towards the front of the boat, and that'll prevent the air from short cycling and causing the unit to freeze up.
Now, how the air conditioning system is cooled is with the outside water. We have to bring it into the boat. So what type of mechanism are we going to use here, Joe, to cool the air conditioning system?
Well, the system comes with a pump. It's a line voltage pump, 115 volts also. We're going to mount that preferably 1 foot below the water line of the boat and as close to the keel as possible.
No. Now, why do we mount the pump a foot below the water line in the boat?
Well, that'll prevent the pump from ever airlocking or becoming airbound, which may cause the flow of the water to stop going to the unit.
Okay, now we've shown how to install through-hole fittings before on the program, but we need to plumb from the through-hole fitting over to the actual pump. And then what do we need to do from the pump going to the air conditioning system? Is this a straight shot? Is it a downhill run, an uphill run? What do we do here?
Well, we always want to keep an uphill run from the pump. This allows the air to escape out and then through the overboard. We never want to have any loops or too many turns in there, because every turn and every loop is going to create an air pocket
Or a possible air lock.
or a possible airlock that will absolutely stop the flow of water to the unit.
Okay, now we need to discharge the condensed air. That's going to create water, and we're going to need to run that water out of the boat, and you don't want to put that down into the bilge. Okay, that's not recommended. You need to actually install some type of a discharge.
Yeah, a shower sump pump, or on this particular case, I think we're going to be high enough with our unit where we can discharge it right overboard behind the unit.
Okay, but you might have to put in a pump and evacuate that somewhere else where the water is going to collect in the tray.
That's correct.
Okay, now let's talk about the inverter, okay, because this is what's going to convert battery power to that air conditioner. Where are we going to mount it?
Well, the inverter, we got to be careful because it is not ignition protected.
All
So
right.
we decided to mount it in the closet by the air conditioner where we know it's going to be safe.
Okay.
We-
Now the batteries. Okay, we also have to think about safety. We have to think about the regulations. There is an organization called the ABYC,
Correct.
or the American Boat and Yacht Council, and they never recommend putting these batteries inside the cabin. Yeah, we want to protect our gear. Okay, we want to keep those out of the bilge. We want to keep, all of that. But where are we going to mount our batteries for this installation?
Well, I think the best location is going to be back here in the transom where you already have your engine batteries. We did find some room in there. We may have to build some kind of a tray or something to support them and keep them in place.
All right. Now Frank from Dometic told me that the unit runs about $2,200, and it's not a whole lot of money to have air conditioning, but you've got some extras with through-hole fittings and wire and duct and all of that. Ballpark, what's that going to run?
Ballpark, we're probably going to be about another $300 or $400 depending on the installation.
Joe, thank you. This is such a great
Hey, it's
accessory.
a pleasure.
Hey, right now, we need to take another time out. Keep it right here because when we come back, we're going to be in the engine room and we're going to be talking about traditional marine air conditioning and how to maintain it, how to service things, and we'll cover it right after this.